everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today I'm planning for the week of July 26th through August 1st in my journal, which I'm currently using an undated planner that is the gardening planner, so I've got to cover all this up. But since I showed you last week about distress inks, I thought I'd walk through an entire distress ink spread just so you could see how I do it. If you're not really interested in seeing all of it, that's fine, just skip through it, but this will be a long video. Alright, so first I would normally put the stickers of the dates on it, but I'm not going to right now because I need to do the distress ink background first. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer this tape down everything, and I will not film that because this may take a few minutes and it would be very boring, so I'll be right back. Alright, I am back and this is all taped up and ready to go. Next up, I'm going to bring out my distress ink colors. So, I guess I should tell you what sticker books I'm using. I just picked these up, the Disney Oasis sticker books, and I think they're super cute, so I kind of wanted to make a desert scene. So I'm going to do a sunset with some rolling hills. So for that, I picked out these colors for my sunset and these for the sandy hills. So what I need to do is cut some hills with this paper so that I can line them up and make some hills. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to push these to the side. I don't really know what I want the hills to look like, so I'm kind of making a variety of shapes. This will be the one I use to cover up when I'm actually making the hills, and this one is the one I'll use to match it up to when I'm making the sunset. So let's start with the hills, and we want the hills to be a little bit lower than the sunset, or a little bit less space than the sunset. I think there's good. So I do need some more tape to hold this down. So I'm just going to hold it down out here, and then right here as well. And what I'll do to make sure I'm doing it right is brush down instead of up, so I'm not flipping the flap up. So we'll start with the lightest color first. I need a blending tool, and I have the little foam pads in here. See how that looks. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is cover this entire thing with this color and then kind of blend down that color on top of it. And this just takes a lot of repetition because it takes a little bit of time to get all the ink covered and onto it. Okay, that's probably going to look pretty good down there. So we'll stop this one for now and bring a light layer of brushed corduroy down as well, and not going all the way down. I don't want it to go super far. That one was a little heavy-handed there, so I'll just spend a moment blending that in. Okay, and then at the very top of it, to help distinguish between the sky, which will have some yellow in it, I just want to get the very edge with a little bit. And I've never really done it like this before, so I'm trying something new with it. And I'm just trying to get the very lightest bit and then blend it in, but we'll see how this works. Okay. We'll call that good. I'm wondering if I want to add like a second hill down below, but let's get both hills done first. Maybe the sky done first as well, and then decide if I want another hill in here. Because I could easily add a second one as well. But since I use this side over on here, let's use this side so that it has, you know, a different look to it. So we'll just pull this up and stick it down here. And I'm going to do the same exact thing that I did before with these three. If I can line that up. So, as I mentioned in the video last week, if you caught the tutorial on how to do these, when you are doing it, it kind of shakes the table because you're, you know, going like this. So sorry that the video is bouncing, but it just can't be helped with doing the distress ink. Okay, that looks pretty good for that one. So we'll go ahead and pick up the brushed corduroy color. And again, I want a little bit, but I don't want to blend all the way down to the bottom. So I like mark a little bit onto the white paper to kind of take away too much ink. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we'll see if I can manage to do the same effect with the walnut stain color as I did over here, which basically I'm just picking up a tiny corner and going all along it and then blending it in. This is definitely something that takes a little finesse. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, we'll call that good. Put those aside. We might come back to them to make the second hill if I decide a second hill is needed in there. But now we can use this one. So see where does it line up? Oh, this way. Silly me. Lines up there, lines up here to make the night sky. So I just need to line this up right to the edge. Trying to leave a tiny bit out so they can interact. I don't want to really leave a white line that's visible when this is done. So I want the colors to interact and fill everything in. Alright, so we're just going to leave it like that. And I think with this one I'm going to start here and go down, and then when I get to the yellow, bring it up. So I have these 4 colors, so I think I'm kind of just going to go for like filling in this much purple, this much of the coral, this much orange, you know, and then see how it goes. I've never made a sunset sky before either, so this is a first, so I hope these colors work out, but we'll see. I'm just circling my brush across all of it, and I'm going to go multiple times to try to darken it a bit. Okay, that's probably pretty good for the moment. I'll darken just the edges right before I finish it. But I do want to, oops, got some over there, but that's okay. That's all going to be covered up. I want to make sure it doesn't dry before I start blending. Just going in these big, long ovals, I guess you could say. Okay. And this one's more orange, but it's pretty close in color. Just blend, blend, blend to try to get as smooth a look as possible. And then taking this yellow, as I said, I'm going to go up and then blend so that I'm not pulling up the cardstock because it's not taped down here. It's only taped down on the edges. Go ahead and blend this section. Again, sorry for shaking the camera. Can't be helped. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. As I said, I just really want to touch up the purple a little bit, just on the corners, because it's supposed to be super night up there. So make this really dark, maybe bring it down a little bit into this other color. Bring this down a little bit more over here. And then just merge it all together with some blending. Okay, that's pretty good, I think, for that side. Okay, so then I can pull this up. See, we've got a nice ridge on the hill, but a nice sunset sky as well. But it's still, it shows the sunset, but it's still light enough that I can write on it if I don't use colorful boxes or something. So that's super cool. So again, I'm putting this down somewhere that I can still see the very edge of this so that I can not have any white space between the two, so it can be one cohesive image. I'll go ahead and speed up this side so I'm not taking up too much of your time, so that this video isn't super long. All right, so I finished that part, so let's pull this up and take a look. All right, I feel like we could put a tiny just add the tiniest little hill, and since I already have the one color down, all I have to do is these two colors. So let's go ahead and do that quickly, and then we can get to the rest of it. And since this is a tiny little hill, the first color is kind of mostly covered up. And this one will have a tiny bit left down at the bottom, but not much. All right, and then just the edges with the walnut stain color. And then we are done with the Distress ink. You could probably also do this with like a paintbrush or something, just dry with this. That might make it a little bit easier, I'm not sure, for this edge part. All right, we're just gonna call that good, whatever that is, and move on. But that's a lot of Distress ink. Oops, there's a tiny bit. I'm gonna fill in right there. Oops, that was a lot. Let's blend that in. Okay, good enough now. Alright, so I will just put away those pieces. And so next up, I need to take all the tape off. I have to do this super carefully so as to not rip these parts. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed up this whole section. Okay, so that's looking pretty festive so far. What we need to do still is put down some dates with my happy memory keeping sticker book, dates and holidays. Just gonna go ahead and get those down before I forget about it. And then I need to cover up this side so that we can get to all the fun stickers. I've been so excited to use these Disney Oasis sticker books since I got them this week. And when I saw all the fun, like, little city pieces, I really wanted to create this cool kind of desert oasis scene. Okay, and then here's a one. All right. So we finished that. I'm just going to quickly white out these things because we're not going to use them. I hope there's a sticker I can use to kind of cover over this area, or a couple stickers. And as a reminder, this is my journal, so it needs some space to write, though I am going to cover up like a third of it probably with the scene, which is okay. I don't mind writing a little bit less every once in a while. And if I really need to write something more, I can always add in an extra page of filler paper or something. Okay. So now let's get to the sticker books. So first let's create the scene, just so I know where everything's going. And then we'll add in stuff from the other sticker book. So they need to be clear stickers to really work with this. So these ones are super cool, but they're paper ones. Okay, so we've got, where did they go? I feel like there was one up here somewhere. Where did it go with some city ones? I want to pick all the city ones that are like similar size. So I need to count how many I have. I swear there's one. Oh, here are some. So we've got these and these. So this one's way too big. These ones and this one would be okay. All right. Let's see if there's any others. Ah, yes, here are some. Okay, great. Which one do I want over here? I think this Mickey one is the one that I want. Okay. Because of the bright colors. Make sure you can see. So I'm just gonna put this one down here so that it's half on and half off this whole thing. I think that adds a cool effect to it. And then I want this one with the both of them over here, and again, half on and half, or not half on, mostly on, just a little bit over the edge to kind of extend the scene. And then, because I do have some space, either we could put in this one, or let's see if we have any palm trees that are clear stickers. Because we've got these ones, but they're paper. Ah, here are some clear ones. Let's see, they all have, this one doesn't have Mickey and Minnie in it. Okay, so go ahead and put this one here. And then what I think we need to do to fill that space is this little building. Alright, so that creates a fun scene. The only other thing that I was thinking about was maybe a couple of these small minis throughout it, kind of like looking out the window at the night sky or the day sky, as the picture has blue skies in it. Let's see what else this sticker book has before I decide on that. So right now what I'm looking for is something a little bit longer that I can put there if possible, to kind of cover up those marks. And I'm not seeing any. Oh, here's some. Let's see, okay, so there are these. See how long this is? It's a little bit too long for what I want, but what I could do, because I really like that one, is some sticker surgery on it to make it fit. So how you do that is you take your sticker And you cut it somewhere in the middle. I'll cut it here. And I'm gonna lay this part down first, just right where I want it to start. And put it like this. And then this one, I probably want to start like here. So I need to cut even a little bit more off of this. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that off. Discard that. I want it to start somewhere around here, so I'm gonna look for how to line these lines up as best as possible. And voila! I have a shorter sticker that fits right there. And then it has that great quote from my journal. Real magic happens when you are positively you. Great. Okay. So then what I think we're going to do is, let's see. I think these box stickers up here were a better color for this spread. Yeah. So let's see. If I do every other one with a mini sticker and every other one with a box sticker up here, I think that'll work out pretty well. So let's go ahead and put mini down and then see how I feel about the box stickers. So I do only have 3 of these mini stickers anyway, so that works perfectly. And I can put her up as high as possible so that I have a little bit of space to write there too. And put her in every other one. All right, that looks pretty cool. Okay. So then I just have to pick 4 box stickers to add in, and then I think I'm going to be done. And I might put them slightly lower so there's some difference between it. Let's see, let's definitely grab these 2. And then let's take, looking at the colors that we have and the colors on the page. This one actually matches perfectly with the hills. And then if I'm doing that, let's get a kind of another tan one for this desert vibe. So we'll do these. I'm going to put some of these to the side so I can put down one at a time. Okay. And we'll do this one first. So I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. Right here is good. And this one can be, we'll go to the left or to the right as well so that it's not making this one even smaller, but I'll put it a little lower so it's not perfectly even. And this side we can put to the left instead. All right. I think that is everything. It's got a lot going on, but it still is enough for me to write in. Because I can just use black ink on it and it's going to be great. So yeah, I hope you liked this video and it gave you some ideas. If you didn't check out my tutorial video for how to use distress inks, check that out. I posted it last week on YouTube, so you can go search that one out and watch it as well. Please click that like button and hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.